knowledge.
There's something I need to do, back home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just chasing Aelia. It brings a lot up. If you're around, maybe. I'd take the company.
Sure thing, Nev.
The Minrathous Wall of Light.
These lights, they're to remember the dead?
Unless the family lacks mages to keep them lit. Or the money for one. Then you're left in the dark, to Ventir's subtlety. This was Brahms.
Rana's old partner.
His light was out when I got here. I should have been back sooner.
Don't do that to yourself.
Rook,
Just trust me on this one.
I'm stopping Aelia.
Looks like we had the same idea.
Rana.
He read serials between assignments. Romance. The last one ended on a cliffhanger. He was sure he knew the ending. I never checked if he was right.
I'm sure you could find the final chapters.
I know. I'm not sure I want to.
Pretending it ends well. We can give him that.
You're not the only one chasing Alia. I've tracked some of her followers. They aren't quick to talk. Most said I'd be saved soon. But I did get the name of a place. Sanctum Lucican.
Rana, that's great.
There's a catch.
It's an old temple. A lost one. If there's a record of its location, I can't find it.
It's more than we had. I can track this down.
And you'll tell me? Look, I know who else you work with, what they might suggest, but what are you going to do?
The best I can.
Right. Docktown will see...
What, Rana? Magisters who look the other way? Bribed Templars, Venatori who walk?
They see you.
Is that all? What will that mean?
Brom's light. Thanks.
I do what I can. You're close.
As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them. A light glowing in memory.
That means a lot. Well, anyway, you're close to Charter, the Inquisition spy master.
Is anyone close to Charter? Really? You know, I once saw her make a Marquis weep.
The Thedas prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Algernon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Algernon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
I appreciate you saying that. Couldn't have been easy.
The only thing worse than being wrong is realizing it, but being afraid to change. Algernon's pride is no greater than mine, but he denies any failure on his part, and I at least try to acknowledge my mistakes. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. You work together with a camaraderie it took me centuries to build in my rebellion.
So what do we do next?
Algernon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Algernon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Algernon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Algernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens, and it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Okay. We always knew this was going to be hard, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little harder now. More than a little. But either we stop this, or all of Thedas falls. So we see it through. All the way. Because no one else is going to.
Nice speech, Rook.
But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Algernon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And several storehouses worth of food, what little we had left. It's enough to feed the Antam Navy for 3 months. Or all of Treviso for 6 weeks.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Laconis?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail. That said, the Venatori aren't up to anything good in Rathus.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Busters in Docktown?
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He really made you happy.
Yes. He really did.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's not, you know, trying to tear down the Veil again.
That would put a dampener on things, yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Tosh.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
Thanks for the tip-off.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Magister Parvus, it's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here...
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minrathous targets. That doesn't sound good. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking about in there
Dorian
for?
will want to know. Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Get ready.
In the back! Job done. That the last of them? That's a problem. That one! Got him in position.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out! I bet this darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
Look right.
Making the rest of us look bad, Rook. Good job.
More blights in the way. That did it. We can...
More? We don't need more darkspawn. They're aiming for us.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that. That's enough. Look for another blight boil.
Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Venatori, to me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? All the risen gods?
I don't know. But I can take you on.
The Shadow dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city!
At least we're not trying to blight it.
It's an affront to Tevinter!
We are Tevinter. Under fire! Watch it!
You're right!
How's that? Now there's a nice shot.
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathus.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find. The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatoria Lenos. These documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger. All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Let's head back to the Shadow Dragons.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means? This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You? On the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Changing Tevinter, helping people. If we can get something good out of all this, I'm for it.
You've given us an opening, Rook, and believe me, we shall seize upon it.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're Shadow Dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not gonna mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
Any course of action is better than sitting around, if you ask me.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
And whoever leads will have the Shadow Dragon's support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
Maevaris said talk to Nev. I'm talking to Nev.
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen, I wish I knew.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter.
Good! Again!
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Great. Figures. So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
I'll make sure the whole thing burns.
Good.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
There's something in here. It's not good.
You're the hero. You say when we're getting close and we'll back you up.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier. We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While fighting off Darkspawn.
Better move before more Darkspawn show up.
vantage point for taking out the tendrils.
A ballista!
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
And something awful is waiting past the gate. Here goes nothing.
What is... Is that the Blight eruption?
Thedas.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. I can hear that eruption. Spreading blight. We need to stop this.
Look! What is it?
The eruption is like an echo in my head. Keep fighting! We're stopping this thing! Keep going!
We can do this!
Made it through that one.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike and the whole thing goes up.
Got it.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
Follow me and don't look me.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe.
They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook, hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I'm just glad I wasn't alone in there.
I can imagine. Many deserve thanks today.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Tough little things.
Yeah, there's something special. We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
I'm a warden. Whatever I'm doing at the lighthouse. Who knows what's next?
Sounds exciting, if you ask me.
And you have us, no matter who or where you are.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Manifestation. The fires are lit.
Rook, I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
A lost Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Alia can't hide anymore.
Maybe, but getting to her won't be easy.
So, where is this place?
The Mirathas Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alia's haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages. It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Alia's gonna have a bad day.
Fingers crossed. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So, what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
Have you heard about the Shadow Dragon?
Can love conquer a curse? The last chapter of Two Hearts in God, right here.
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Alia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Alia's blood magic ritual site, and Ducktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the Threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Alec, the Threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Rook, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Focus, Rana. We know where Alia's hiding.
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Alia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Alia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Alia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the Sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Alia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Alia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the Thread Market.
but they watched out for the place. And there is.
What am I supposed to do? Really?
Yeah, I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
That's a body.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lucican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You all right? Yes,
These people are terrified.
Can't blame them.
We'll find some way to help.
Sure, if we're not too late. We're almost there.
You have a back way into the thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Dope. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatori guards. If they report back to Aelia, it's over. Here we go!
I command you, join me! Fight as one with me! Your lives were theirs!
What now?
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
A statue. Do you think maybe...
It's our way in. Once we're over there. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
The catacombs run under the sea?
In places. Tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them. More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Whatever you say.
Under fire! Watch out!
Got him in position. You want move now? Coming at range.
Alia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside.
Can't get through here.
Alec will have a back way in, but we need something here, now. There's got to be another... We're close,
Nev?
This is it. Sanctum Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Haley. It's getting stronger. It's a ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
We'll stop her.
Cross all your fingers.
We've got company.
The time has come. It begins now.
For the glory of Kazinta reborn!
Not too bad.
Finish it.
They said the time has come. Alia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted, but we need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
All the blood magic in this place attracts them.
Demons won't stop us.
What a mess. And still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier.
Which means that's the way to go.
Right. Got it. Heard ya.
In the cage. That's...
He's from Docktown, a paper seller.
Nev Gallus. Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Alia. I've got this. Damn it. Her magic. I can't just pull him out. It might kill him. We need to keep moving.
Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
Why these people? Why Docktown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Docktown was a test.
Gallus! Help!
They don't understand. You won't see. What do you do for the city, Nev Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want.
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, Rook, over here.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels, and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Nev, we can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
What? Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Relax. We're on the same side.
I want to be.
Worry about it later. Aelia knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
What are we gonna do?
Stop Aelia.
You know that's not what I meant.
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
Do you feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Aelia. You're a murderer.
I am Minrathus. Its dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't too.
Docktown has you, and they see it.
Just want hope, a chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith fall.
I've got faith, just not in you.
Here.
We can stop her for good.
Spill their blood.
Watch yourself.
When I take Min The city will thrive!
You're wrong. Nev's gonna stop you.
That's not a sure thing.
Finish the job.
Town is finished with you. Our followers will rise. We will rise to winter.
We'll rise. Try something new.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already. Winter, Minrathus, they're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
I do what I can. Rana, take Aelia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathus will see someone standing against people like you. Aelia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
You've been chasing Aelia a long time.
Yeah.
And you won. I know it wasn't easy, but does it help?
Not yet. But it will.
So, what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple guards, and somehow you stick.
We're a team. That's the job.
And you take the work seriously.
This part? Yeah.
Then when Varric asked to hire me, good thing I said yes.
Need and knowledge.